Hi everyone, my name is Ivan. I'm a third year forest science student studying in UBC, and today I'm going to share my co-op experience working in foresight as a junior forest technician. And I have worked there in last year summer and this year summer and fall. So I have something to share with you guys. So in last year summer, I went to Fort St. John to work for Foresight, and we're mainly doing um, individual tree infantry (ITI) and reconnaissance recce in that summer. And then I came back to study from September to this year April. After that, I went to the same company, but that was in Prince George location. And from May to December, we were mainly doing reconnaissance and layout and timber cruising. Since we were mainly focused on recce and layout in this year, so I'm going to talk a bit more about what I've done in this kind of project. So for recce, our purpose is assess overall timber value in that proposed harvest area, so the company will know that what kind of tree volumes are in the harvest area. And while we were walking around the forest, we have to make some representative plots to show what kind of trees are in that area. So in the plots, we have to count number of trees. We have to use the path to see if the trees are in the plot, like if the trees are in or not. And then we have to report the tree species, measure the tree height, DBH, tree age, or any regeneration around that plots. So that the company can know how to harvest, what kind of trees they are expect in that area, and how to regenerate after harvesting. Also, while we were walking around the forest, the proposed area, we have to see if there are streams or there are wetland, or if there are large rocks or steep slopes that could be bad for making a road getting into the forest, or like if we have to be careful of the streams, if they're fish or like fish bearing, or it is connect to a lake, and we have to pay more attention for that because they are really important for us to know before doing layout. And you can see in the photos here, I'm measuring the width of the stream. It looks a bit dangerous, but actually it was fine. And then yeah, it is part of our job, to do stream assessment, because it is important to show the details of a stream to the company, and they will have certain of reaction, or like how to make it proper to do a layout before knowing if there's a stream that we can't see on the map, or like yeah, so we have to do that kind of thing for the streams. And if there are large rocks or steep slopes, we have to also mark it down on the map, because if we are making designing a road to get inside a forest, we want to avoid big rocks or like steep slopes, because trucks or some machine can't go through all of this, so we have to also pay attention for that. So after doing recce, after reporting what kind of like estimate trees value are there in the forest to the company, if they want the area, then we are going to do layout for the block. So in the layout process, we are going to flag ribbons on streams, boundaries, and road, and maybe machine-free zones ribbon if we need, because some kind of streams they need machine-free zone around the streams. So first of all, we have to flag ribbons on the streams because they're really like the most important thing before doing the other stuff. So we have to flag the streams and then see like if there are some buffer around the streams, like what kind of stream is that. Like different level of streams have different kind of requirement for machine free zone or like a buffer of the boundary around the streams. So after that we do the machine free zones ribbons or like boundary ribbons, and then we have to do road. So for the road we have to do different kind of stations, like if they're 50 meters on like 5% of slopes in the front or like 15% on the side, like if they're slope changing or like distance changing, then we have to record that and make another station. For each station we have to do bearing, slopes, and chainage for the stations, and we should hang ribbon. We hang ribbon on the trees, and then when the other people come, they can see what we have done there. And then after that, we have to traverse the ribbons, the streams, the boundaries, the road, and the machine-free zone, so that the company, they can know on the map, they can see the GPS track, or like because if we just hang ribbon, they won't know what we have done. So we have to do GPS as well. Then the company can report that, or like the people in the office can see how it looks like on the map. So on the photo you can see I'm hanging a rope ribbon, the pink one, and in the winter it's really cold, and it was just the transition, so you can see I'm still wearing my summer gear, but it was really cold. It was in October, I think. Yeah, but it was pretty fun with my co-workers in the snow. But yeah, this is me hanging the rope ribbon, but it's just hanging on the shrub because it is an ECE. It was a road already, so I was just kind of reactivate the rope. So I just hang ribbon on a shrub. But normally we want to hang ribbon on a tree, and a property tree, then it won't be lost easily because there are bears or like wind, snow, they can just rip off the ribbon. So we try to tie it as tight as we can. And yeah, this is the layout process, and we were mainly doing recce and layout in this year. So yeah, there are some courses I took that are really helpful, like Forestry 211. I've learned how to use a Clino for getting a slope, or using a compass to get the bearing. And also Forestry 200 and 210, I've learned how to identify trees and like different kind of trees in BC that are also really helpful. And in this work term, I've learned how to do recce and layout properly. I've learned a little bit of timber cruising stuff, and like how to estimate, how to assess timber value in the proposed harvest area, and how to traverse road, how to take notes for a road, and how to properly to communicate with my co-workers. Like it's kind of like a forestry environment, because we use different not different language, but like different slang or something like only forester can understand. So it was pretty fun, and this work term is really helpful for my future. Last but not least, I have to thank you, Foresight. Thank you, James, Ryan, the manager, assistant manager, and Sophia, my supervisor. They were really helpful, and like they helped me how to adapt to the working area, and Sophia taught me a lot about how to be a proper forester. Really thankful, and I've learned a lot. And also I have to thank you, Alberto. He told me a lot of his story, how to adapt to a new working environment, and he gave me a lot of advice how to plan my future. And I have to say thank you of all of you guys for listening here. And yeah, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.